Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I first want to give a shout out to Joe and Anthony. They obviously know who they are. They requested this shout out a couple of days ago, so obviously I'm going to honour that. So if you ever want a shout out, then obviously tell me, then I'll try and remember to do it on the next video. Today I'm going to do my Premier League predictions. Basically where all the teams are going to finish. I apologise in advance for my handwriting and spelling because it's pretty horrendous, as you can see. So, yeah, I feel, well, you've probably seen the list already by now whilst I'm waffling on. For me, Chelsea are going to finish top. So obviously Mourinho's always got that knack of winning titles. I feel Man U will finish second. Simply because the transfers they've been doing, with Schweinsteiger coming in, and is it Depay coming in as well. I feel Man City will finish third. I haven't really seen much transfer news on them guys, so that even though they've got quality in the team, I feel they'll probably finish around there. Fourth, I'll go with Arsenal. I've heard big things about Arsenal for this season. But I don't know, it's just something about Arsenal that they always kind of come up a bit too sort of short, if that makes sense. Fifth, I'm going with Liverpool. Again, this season they've spent big, but they kind of don't live up to their hype and expectation. They kind of spend big, but the transfers don't kind of like perform, if that makes sense. So they're normally around the fourth, fifth. Standing area sort of thing. Again, with Spurs, sixth, they're normally thereabouts in the Europa League, stroke Champions League sort of level. I feel they're not quite up to, the likes of, say, Arsenal, who can qualify for the Champions League. No, that's no disrespect to the Spurs fans, by the way. That wasn't a pop or anything like that. Seventh, Everton, yeah, they're pretty much like Spurs, really. They're thereabouts in Europe. Even though some seasons they have gone through like a really slow start, and then that's obviously what's cost them during the years. Eighth, I think after a decent season last season, I think they'll be pretty much the same again. So I'm going to go with eighth. Stoke City, ninth. Yeah, I think they're pretty much an established Premiership team now. One of the hardest places to go. Well, not the easiest teams to play against because obviously the big, the physical. So yeah, mid-table for them, ninth. 10th, respectable 10th for Swansea. I don't think, even though they've got Gary Monk in charge, he's an okay manager, but I don't think, in my opinion, they'll be pushing for Europe or anything. They're a typical type of team where they're probably in no danger of getting relegated, but they're not actually pushing for the top six, if that makes sense. Same with West Ham. I'm going West Ham to finish 11th. Again, probably no real danger of going down, but probably not quite pushing for Europe. Top six, top seven. This is me being a bit biased here, but I've got a feeling Leicester City will finish 12th. Yes, I know we had that great escape last season, but I kind of feel we're probably going to make that other, next step, I think. The vast majority of our players have stayed, and we've kind of strengthened, well, hopefully strengthened in, bringing in 4 or 5 players. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, finish 12th. 13th, I'm going to go with Palace, again, similar with sort of West Ham, Swansea mould. Decent-ish team, but probably not going to get relegated. 14th, I'm going to go with Newcastle. I don't think they're going to have an amazing season. If last season was anything to go by, but I think they've just got enough to keep them up, even though they have got Stephen McClaren in charge, which is. Yeah, I'm not sure about Steve McLaren, guys. I think he'll probably be gone by Christmas. So again, I think Newcastle have just got enough to stay up, but probably not do anything special. Even though they have spent quite a bit of money on 2 or 3 players. 15th, I'm going to go with Aston Villa. Again, I don't think they'll do anything special. But again, they've probably got just about enough in the locker to stay up. And I kind of fear for them slightly this season as well, because obviously with the sale of Benteke, they've got no, they haven't got a standout player, if that makes sense. 16th, I'm going to go with West Brom. Similar with Villa, really. That they'll do just about enough to stay up. But if I sell that Berahino or whatever you pronounce his name, then I think they could struggle. 17th, I'm going to go with Bournemouth. I think out of the 3 promoted teams, I feel they'll stay up. I don't know why, whether it's their style of play or maybe people writing them off. And I think as well, their small ground will actually help them as well, especially against the bigger teams like the Chelsea's and the Man City's and Liverpool's of this world, because bigger teams do not like playing in small grounds, because I think their ground holds like 12 or 14,000. So yeah, I think Bournemouth will just stay up, guys. 18th, I'm going to go with Sunderland, simply because for the last 3 or 4 years they've kind of been loitering just above the bottom 3. And I think, similar to a Wigan a couple of years ago, that they just managed to stay up, or just do enough, or do it on the last couple of weeks, that type of team. And I feel, this season their luck will run out. 19th, Norwich City. Yeah, it's always tough for promoted teams, guys. I don't think they've got enough in the locker. Don't get me wrong, I hope they stay up, because obviously I want the promoted teams to stay up. But yeah, I don't think they've got quite enough in the locker. Excuse me. And 20th, I'm going to go with Watford. Again, they probably haven't got quite enough in the locker, but the main problem for me is they've bought way too many players. Way too many players. I think they've bought in about 10 or 12 players, which, in my opinion, it's just asking for trouble, because with buying so many players, they've got to gel, Whereas the thing is, with like my team, Leicester, the vast majority of players were playing last season. The only real players we've kind of lost are the Deadwood, and obviously the main loss was Cambiasso. So surely, teams, in my opinion, should keep the core players from last season, get rid of the Deadwood, and bring in sort of 4, 5, 6 players to strengthen. Whereas Watford have pretty much bought a whole new team. They bought like 11 players or something ridiculous. So yeah, that's my thinking of the new season. I could be completely wrong. I might get 1 or 2, right or there or thereabouts. But yeah, anyway, that's my prediction, guys. And I really hope Leicester City finish 12th. I think I said Leicester City or something. But yeah, I really hope Leicester City finish 12th. Anyway, there you go, guys. Peace.